According to reports, Meghan Markle is pressuring Prince Harry to stand his ground when it comes to the upcoming release of his memoir. According to Heat UK, Markle is worried that the publisher of Prince Harry's memoir would have second thoughts about releasing it because he himself is not decided when he wants it to be available. She's worried that they're testing the patience of the publishers by chopping and changing certain passages that, in turn, is costing everyone money and making for a watered-down version of the book, which was sold as a warts-and-all account of Harry's life with no holding back whatsoever. She'd be furious if the deal fell through now, the source said. The source also claimed that Markle wants the memoir to be released soon because she took part in it. Even though she didn't sign as one of the authors of the memoir, Prince Harry consulted her every step of the way while writing the book. Every decision Harry makes involves Meghan, and vice versa, or so he'd like to think, and so this whole dilemma about how much to edit or scale back is being made together. Harry and Meghan are looking at all their media deals right now and working out how best to play things, the source said. After all, the Sussexes are aware that one wrong move could jeopardise the relationship that they're trying to repair with the royal family, and the last thing they want is to lose King Charles III's trust again. However, Markle is figuring out a way how to still have the memoir released as soon as possible without burning bridges with the British clan. Meanwhile, Prince Harry has been warned he faces an uphill task to prevent the contents of his new memoir from going public. If, as seems likely, it's already been printed. Jonathan Sacerdoti was speaking after Katie Nicholl, Vanity Fair's royal correspondent, suggested the Duke of Sussex was pushing for major changes to the book after the death of his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth. She further claimed copies had probably already been printed, predicting publisher Penguin Random House would have to pulp them at an enormous cost. Journalist Mr. Sacerdoti said, "I haven't heard anything about the books being pulped. There are times when publishers have to do that, for example if they lose a legal battle because of something printed in a book." However, he added, if it's true that Harry's book is being rewritten or re-edited after it had been signed off, and possibly even produced to a nearly finished state, then there's also a risk that the earlier version could be leaked and made public, even if a decision is made to change the focus or tone. That's always going to be a risk that will maybe make some people afraid. The further down the line it was, the more people would have seen it, and the more digital copies of it there would be in circulation. Mr. Sacerdoti stressed, it's virtually impossible for something to be truly withdrawn these days once it's been seen and sent around, even just internally at the publisher. So even if it's edited and changed before it's published, the original text will always be a possible threat. Besides, Victoria Arbiter, royal commentator and author, claimed that Charles is walking on thin ice when it comes to his second-born son. Miss Arbiter said, in light of the Sussexes' willingness to share their truth, it's imperative he uses the early days of his reign to tie up loose ends by addressing the issues that may prove detrimental to the crown. Eager to avoid confrontation, he's a man who rarely fights back, but considering Harry and Meghan represent an unpredictable force, he'll be keen to quell any future barbs.